Hi, Dagobert for Dagobert Tackle here with Stuart Grice. Good morning, Stuart.
Hey, Dougie, how you going, mate?
Mate, fantastic. Really good. I've done a bit of fishing this week, so have you too.
I've done a lot of fishing, but not a lot of catching.
We'll talk about that later.
We'll talk about that later.
Yes.
And Dougie, it's Friday. We're a day late.
Yeah, we are. So it's
there's a reason.
Yeah, there is a reason because we just got back late last night from up north.
Yes.
And we wanted to give you guys a bit more closer to home what's happening on the front. Fishing front for this weekend, 11th and 12th of January 2025. So, Stewie, this weekend we'll start offshore.
Yep. Obviously,
trolling.
Yep. Trolling for marlin, mackerel, wahoo.
Yep. Game competition's on with the Gold Coast Game Fish Club. They're putting on the Australian International Billfish Tournament 2025.
Yeah, so it's an 8 kilo comp. So they're only fishing like 16-pound line, very light. And Dougie comp rules, obviously, so that's just what they've got to do.
That's it. And every marlin's worth a certain amount of points. And you've got also bycatch of wahoo and
dolphin fish and tunas and all
that
stuff.
sort of stuff. That's right. So we will see some really good results, and we might even post it on Sunday night or Monday once we get the results through.
Yep.
Next year we will fish at Stuart, but this year we've decided to go barra fishing instead, and we're a bit late in getting organised.
Maybe we should have fished that instead.
We should.
Anyway, Dougie, the other thing is, obviously, while we're talking competitions, we did have a competition.
Oh, we did. We'll do that first, actually.
We'll do that first because everyone's watching. No one's zoned out yet.
Yep. So this competition, which was held by every Tackle World store around Australia, every store gave away a $12,000 package of gear. It was drawn in a head office electronically, and our winner was Derek. Derek was pretty excited about raining the other day, so we'll be seeing him tomorrow on Saturday. So we haven't posted ours yet because Derek hasn't come down yet, and we will do a little post up next week when we run through that and presenting with the gear.
Yep.
So well done for those of you who had a crack at it, and I'm no doubt next year there'll be something on again. Yeah. So we'll keep you in touch on that. Yep. And thank you for participating and also purchasing your products through our store. Okay, Stuart, let's get back to the fishing, the real thing.
That's right.
So a lot of wahoo, mate.
Lots of wahoo in this last week. In the last couple of days particularly. Obviously, we've had good weather, Dougie.
Yeah, good weather.
From about Monday, Tuesday. Monday it started calming down. Tuesday it was a glamour, and it was a glamour for pretty much all week. Yeah,
just a couple of little storm here and there. But the wahoo are really good size, Stuart, probably 5 foot average, up to 1.65 meters. You know, they're great fish.
Yeah.
Go hard, scream your reel, break your ratchet, whatever.
Yeah.
And give you good fun. But the guys are getting this trolling skirts, Stewie. So
small skirts.
Small skirts.
They are a bit of more of a bycatch thing.
Yeah.
But look, the guys trolling for little black marlin and dolphin fish and that type of thing. Obviously, Dougie, around the 24s at the moment, there's been a lot of the wahoo, like you're saying.
That's correct, mate. So 50 metre lines and around Fat 12B's been really good.
Yep.
At the front on 36s. But if you just troll that depth, as I always say, 43 to 52 metres on the inside, on the closer troll pattern, and on the wider one, sort of that 62 to 70 metres.
Yep.
Zigzag along that. Start off the pin and work your way down, or just hunt an area like around the fads or whatever it may be.
Yeah. And
just go around in big circles. Normally trolling with the current's always better because the fish sit into the current and I'll hit the lure a lot better that way. Stewie, and same in the 50 fathoms, there's been still the odd tuna out there. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
Tuna, wahoo, dolphin fish, even blue marlin getting caught inside of 100 metres, which is, they're only not big ones, they're sort of around 70 kilo, but on light tackle. On light tackle, they're pretty good fun.
Yeah.
And obviously there's bigger blue marlin out wider. Yep. And all the tuna and stuff to go with it. Big wahoo, big dolphin fish. And a lot of dolphin fish caught this week.
Yeah, lots of dolphin fish. So the fads are starting to fish quite well. There's a lot of fish on the fads at the moment. So
starting to hold the bait. There's a lot of bait on the surface. There's not much on the bottom at the moment, guys. So normally the bait normally stacks up at Spot X or Deep Trag, wherever it may be. Yeah. But this year it's a bit late, which is a great thing for trolling because you get better quality dolphin fish and all the bycatch as well.
Yeah.
So when it does stack up, I don't know when, next few weeks.
Yeah.
Then obviously hit those deepest live bait areas. Yeah. Out in the 50s, whatever. So that's about that. Bottom fishing, Stuart. I had some guys sent some pictures through. They've got some really good kingies and amberjack. I know we went out 2 weeks ago, or last week was it? Last Tuesday, last week.
Yeah.
And you got a nice amberjack, but they're a little bit slow. But they've come back on the bite again. So these guys actually nailed it.
Yeah.
And bagged out on the jigs, fast jigging.
Yep. So
we got a couple there, mate.
Yeah, this is the ones that we used last time we were out there. They worked pretty well on a tough bite. So, don't imagine what they'd catch on a good bite. Right?
Oh, wow.
But, that's just a little smooth reactor / jigs. Really, really good. Easy to use.
Reactor. Sounds nuclear.
Reactor.
Oh, good. Right. Very good. Okay, so that's been really good, and the pearlies on like the canal type jig, Stewie.
Yep.
And actually,
Squid tracks have
squid
been
tracks, if
going
you can
pretty
get them
good
down,
too.
depends on the current. If you don't have much current under 1 knot, you should definitely switch to these things.
Yeah.
They're a game changer, and they work so well on snapper as well.
Yeah.
And the pearlies, of course, and kingies and everything. Yeah, so give that a go. Stewie, I just mentioned before on the Blue Marlin, if you want to have a crack at Blue Marlin, you really need to be trolling 24 kilo to do it right.
Minimum.
Yeah, minimum. Or 37,
Probably
or even
37.
60 if you want to do it, if you want to go big time. And the lure size we're trolling, so that's our little, our one we're trolling for little blacks and dolphin fish and that sort of stuff. And in comparison, this is what we're sort of trolling for the Blue Marlin. So you can see the size difference, okay? You can see that. So quite a big difference, but obviously your tackle's a lot heavier. This fella here, you troll on anything up to 24 kilo, but generally on sort of 10 or 15 or maybe 24. But that fella, the big one, 24 plus, as we said. Yeah. We can rig it all up for you. So we do rigging in-house here, guys, just to give you some idea. So a little lure by this little fella here. That's the rig there. You can see that. And we do all that here in-house. Then we do double hook rigs, single hook rigs, whatever you want, whatever size leader you want. But we suggest, if you have a suggestion on leader size, we can do all that for you. Just tell us to rig it and we'll rig it. Yeah. Yep. Okay, Stewie, let's move on. Troll and deep diving lures for Spanish mackerel.
Yeah, so around the 24s, 18s and 24s, been a few Spanish early morning. Apart from that, Dougie, trolling baits isn't too bad as well this time of year.
100%.
Little pilly rigs, as you said, we obviously do a lot of rigging in store, but they're just some little pilly rigs that we've been making up for years. Yep. And Dougie, the reason is we keep making them because they keep working well.
That's exactly right.
So don't fix it if it isn't broken.
Palm Beach and Mermaid Beach Reef Special, those things for spotties. Yep. Out the front here, obviously, we got bigger ones as well, which we run out of again. We're going to get some more done today, Stuart, and get a chance one of the boys onto it. And they catch Spanish mackerel. So we're using gar and saris on the big ones, and the little ones we're using pillies and little slimies and whatever. Yep. We got, So spanner crab, Stuart. So my brother Paul went out spanner crabbing yesterday, I think it was. The current wasn't too bad. He said it was pretty well straight down. Yep. And they got some nice crabs, a lot of little ones, but some nice crabs. And the best depth was inside of 50 metres, actually. Yep. Yep. So that's straight off Q1 or wherever you can find an area that's maybe worth a crack. You got to spread them out a bit, guys, and then find where the crabs are, then go back and work that area. Yeah. So we sell the span crab gear here. We do. Pots and stuff. If you need it, we can teach you how to do it. Okay, Stewie, let's now move. Nothing else offshore? No. That's it? A few snap around, just let you know that, and a few parrotfish and the normal stuff on the 24s and 36s. Let's move up to the jumping pin. Yep. So crabs in the Logan, mate?
Crabs in the Logan still been pretty good. Obviously, those afternoon storms, we're getting still a little bit of rain, so let's keep those crabs moving. They don't like fresh water. That gets them on the move. And
so in the mud crabs. Yeah. Stewie, back down around sort of the mouthy entrance, a few good flatties still around.
Yeah, good flatties. So we've got a massive high tide early morning at the moment. So I'd definitely be recommending getting up in that shallow stuff, throwing those big hard bodies like we always do this time of year, duo tide minnow, just a tried, proven performer. If not, Dougie, you can get up in that real freshly flooded stuff and on some whiting and brim and still flatties and stuff like that. I haven't caught many whiting on these yet, but I've caught a fair few flatties and brim. But a little Yabalicious S-tackle one. Yeah, the boys just rig them nice and light.
I think Tony got a big one recently.
Yeah, he did actually.
38 centimetres or something. Yeah. So on a whiting. So guys, get up in the shallow, what Stewie said, tilt your motor up, make sure you're drifting to the deep, not to the shallow, because you get stuck maybe if it's windy. And just cast those real shallow areas. Yeah. So Stuart, also back down around the edges of say Kalinga and around end of Crusoe Island.
Yeah. So just throwing little
plastics like that sort of stuff.
So Dougie, we've got a lot of new stuff in again.
We have, yeah.
So that's just some new little paddle tails, pretty cool colours there. They're going to work pretty good. 4 and a 3-inch one. But colours right, little paddle tail is always going to catch a few fish. And Dougie, little prawn patterns as well.
Yep.
So the prawns haven't quite started yet, but you'll see a few little ones starting to kick around. So small little prawn pattern, just lightly weighted and fish them nice and slow. Yeah, they don't really go around the canals as well. So we'll head down this way in the canals. So the jacks have been really stacked up in the seaway, Stuart. I mean, really stacked up. They have.
You will get them on there on vibes and plastics, but predominantly on live pike, yellowtail, slimies, whatever. Yeah. Fishing either two methods. One is right in close to the rocks with hardly any weight, maybe a one ball sinker or something like that, or on the ledge, depending on the current and tide and all that sort of stuff as well. But the big jacks, 60 centimetres, 63. Look, it's up to you guys if you want to keep them or not. Definitely, if they're really nice to eat. So
Yeah,
I'll
pretty
definitely
good.
keep one or two. But maybe release the rest of them. Up to you guys though. And bycatch is going to be dewy. So there's a lot of sharks there.
There is.
So the sharks will nail probably half your catch, unfortunately. That's the way it is. So I don't know if I'd be paddling across these days.
No, I wouldn't.
I was younger and not as wise.
Yeah.
Used to. So guys, give that a crack. Back at the Broadwater Way, so around Crab and Island and stuff like that, again, casting those sort of plastics too.
Yeah, small little plastics, Even like those bigger prawn type patterns as well for the jacks, Duggy, around
Yeah.
the canal mouths and stuff
for
like
sure.
that.
Yep. They'll start heading
quite
back
well.
into the canals now, Stuart. So once the water starts to clear up a bit.
Clear up a bit,
Casting this sort of stuff around the
Yeah.
pontoons and just sort of winding at a steady pace is really, really good.
Yeah.
And there's just pontoons that get down deep, or rock walls, bridges, jetties, anywhere you can find. They'll work really well. Stewie, we're going to go probably up towards the Rank River. Paul went up whiting fishing last night as well.
Yeah.
He does more fishing than I do, I think.
It's pretty hard, but yeah.
Anyhow, he got not much. He said there was a few boats there. The whiting a bit quiet. He might have not waited long enough for the tide, I think. But anyhow, but he went out the Broadwater and got quite a few. He got some really good ones, actually. Said just out in front of Southport, in front of the jetty there.
Yeah.
So if they're not in the river, they'll be pushed out. Remember from that storm we had yesterday, a bit of fresh water got flushed through, so that might have pushed them out of the river a bit. And they'll go back up there again once it's sort of, we get 2 or 3 days without heavy rain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, guys, there's a few sand crabs around. I'll be getting a few sand crabs from Sovereign Island down to Runaway Bay Marina area. Definitely worth a try around the back of the wave break and also right in front of Aqua Building on the channel there on the west side. Give that a go. And maybe the main channel too, up towards sort of the trawlers area on the east side of the channel, the SeaWorld side of the channel. Yeah. Give that a go. Okay, we've got big tides this weekend. As Stuart said, it's full moon coming up. And on the full moon, the fishing up the dam. Stu, how's that go? Not too bad?
Oh, Dougie, you took us up the dam.
Yeah, real quick.
Really quickly. Dougie went up there on the perfect storm.
Oh, no, I'm talking about the Hins Dam.
The Hins Dam.
Yeah, I'm not going straight in the deep, man.
I'm going to hang someone you soon. But anyway. Look, Hins Dam. Yeah, lead into that full moon. Obviously, you've got a moonrise probably around about lunchtime. As soon as that moon's up in the sky, I'll switch on to surface stuff as that sun drops down.
Yep.
Little poppers, little stuff like that. Really good in around the edges.
Mate, I reckon you cast those magboat prawns, those little prawns, if you can see that, guys. Or that side may be better. And cast those onto the weed edges and just flick it very light. I reckon you've got to get bass on those. Or Saratoga.
Yeah, or even those little fellas there. So that's like a little bit
prawn
of a
too.
paddle-tail prawny type pattern. New ones in. Valley Hill, good quality, Japanese made. But yeah, so that type of thing there, Dougie.
Yeah, very good.
I think Hins is still just going over.
Yeah, it's just going over. It's just over 100%.
Yeah.
So, but at the back area is always the best area at this time of the year. Yeah, plenty of bugs around.
Yeah.
Stewie, we did go for a bit of a barra trip, didn't we?
Yeah.
We'll tell you real quickly about
I've had to hear all about how good Dougie is at barra fishing. And
Last November,
how he just smashes them. Well, it's brought to my attention that anyone can catch them in November, but not anyone can catch them in January. And Dougie, we went up there.
We did.
We battled it out.
We did. It was very hot. 38.5 degrees it was on my car registering outside when I come in at lunchtime.
Water temp 30 degrees. Yeah. And
water temp 30,
I learnt a lot, Dougie. I learnt a lot from you. I learnt to take the strap off the boat so the boat comes off the trailer on the boat ramp. Oh. So apologies to anyone waiting and listening to trying to get a boat off with a strap on it. Dougie, I learnt that...
I learnt my sons now know how to do it properly.
Well, that's right, yeah. There was 2 fish caught and Bert luck was definitely a thing. And Dougie, must say, well, I don't know about Bert's skill because I just heard a story downstairs that you were telling Liam how not to do it and he continued to do it. Another Bert trait, very stubborn. And he caught a fish. And on our boat, Dougie, I said, Jack says, where do I cast you? I said, between those 2 trees, mate. Bit of wind blowing on there and stuff. And 2 seconds later, he got 1.6 meters. So
that's right.
I mean, someone listened to my advice and caught a fish, and someone done the complete opposite to what you said and caught a fish. So that's okay.
Yeah,
that's all right. But look, we had a great time.
Yeah,
heaps of people trolling up there.
And casting.
It was definitely a bit of a shutdown. We didn't hear of many fish caught. Obviously, someone always catches them.
So many on the sounder and live vision though.
Yeah,
so many
we
fish.
saw plenty of fish, but
And big fish.
they eluded us.
Yes.
So until next time, we will be.
So
back.
we've now learned that it's still okay to go up there now. There may be bite periods to it, and but definitely the best time is October, November.
The first full moon in November.
Yeah. Number one.
If you're going to book some time, book some time.
Yeah, Mondrian, very good, big barra.
Yep.
Okay, so let's get back to reality. So the weather, quick weather report. So we looked at it like it's conflicting, right? So they're saying this weekend offshore on windy weather, like 6 to 10 knots, both mornings. Actually, Saturday, I think from daylight till about 1 o'clock.
Yep.
And then Sunday, it's all day. It's all day really good. Comes in a bit Sunday night. Then Monday's a glamour estuary.
Yep.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is not too bad. It's like fishable and pretty good. Look at bomb weather. They're saying like 15 to 20 knots, 10, 15 knots, 20 knots at times. So
it's conflicting.
Conflicting.
Yep.
See how you go. Be safe. Enjoy it, and take care.
That's it.
Okay. See you next time.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.